Where am I? Help. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, Liana Kersner, this is the person that has set up shop in Poppy's asshole. She's basically built a thriving metropolis in there, so... okay. So, this is the truth about Liana Kersner. Liana is a professional victim and serial harasser, aka Special K in Big Red, or Red Liana K. Okay. So, I am working on pinning and compiling other posts, and you can find it in a master post here. Expect to see casual updates as I have them. Disclaimers, treat this as, quote, alleged, yada yada, don't tag for potential trigger warnings, and this blog will likely be updated, blah, 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 okay. The trans truth teller, aka Liana Kersner, is a narcissist, unnamed trans woman who outed Liana at work and got fired and tried to harass her to suicide. So we read this one. We did read this one, you guys. This was the one where we read this one on stream before, but basically, like, this person came out to Liana as trans, and Liana was just, like, a huge fucking psycho, and, like, so, that she's a violent and vindictive person. She admits to physically assaulting her supposed best friend on prom night, for an example. Oh, this is it right here, okay. I know her tricks well because I was once one of the vulnerable people that she took advantage of and caused harm to. So Liana exploited me for free labor. So this person, like, worked for her and, like, made shit for her. I was naive enough to believe that Liana Kersner was a good person who was being hurt instead of recognizing that Liana was the predator who was knowingly caused harm to other people. They were friends. Liana also wanted me to back her up when she, quote, had to make a complaint about supposed sexual harassment by a male friend of hers, claiming that she suddenly feared for her life with this man. Again, meanwhile, I never saw this kind of behavior, so trying to get people to, like, do her dirty work for her. Oh, yeah. And then so she called... I remember, it's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me. This person was trans and, like, came out to Liana, and then Liana, like, called her work and fucking outed them. So Liana Kersner also tried to get me committed to a psych ward with other lies about my mental health, and she was worried I was a danger to myself and others, and that I was having delusions of being a woman because I was sexually attracted to her and acting out. She tried to have me placed under a psychiatric evaluation with her blatant lies, ultimately all for being trans. I got a couple of harassing and threatening emails from her friends, calling me a man in a dress. Oh, yeah. The first time I said no to doing an unpaid favor for her, she called my workplace and outed me to my boss. This was long before I was ready to share news publicly about the woman that I was becoming. So called this person's job and, like, outed them as trans. Tried to get them committed to, like, a psychiatric institution. Like, again, alleged, but this, oh my God, like, if even a fraction of that is true, that's fucking insane. That's fucking insane. Okay, so... yeah, so we're kind of in good company. The Golden Girls here are kind of all... one and the same, it appears. We're all pretty deranged, from what I can read. Again, allegedly, of course. I know nothing. I'm just a girl. You know what I mean, you guys? I'm just a girl. That's all. Let's see. Okay, let's listen to this. This is a 38-minute video. Defending Zener and Zoopy and Peter. Crank this up. Let's crank this up a wee bit, you guys. And then, you know what else we're gonna do? We're gonna play solitaire. Because we can't be understimulated or we'll go insane. Yes. Constant stimulation, you guys. Yes. Okay, here we go. Wah, 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 wah. I guess we can do an air horn. You guys. Okay, drama sidebar. Poppy and Xena's haters riled up my stalker, and I am pissed off.
Lana, this is a special, unconnected to anything video that I'm doing just because my fucking lawful good tendencies have gotten away from me. Also, Inner Kratos just getting so pissed off that I have been...
Inner Kratos, a God of War reference. Oh, this is going to be an excruciating watch, guys.
Dragged into harassment bullshit, and you guys know me. I can't just let it go. I can't take the easy way out. I have to do what I think is right. So regular viewers who don't care about this, fine. I completely understand. The video's not monetized. I'm doing it. But, you know, Cthulhu and Slimer, Zelda's back there. I may not get through it all today. I have very little time. So there may be a part 2 to this.
Oh no, multiple parts. Ugh, brevity, guys.
New viewers, hi. If you're coming from Poppy and Xena's channels, or you're coming from Poppy and Xena's haters to discredit me, the comment section here doesn't take kindly to bullshit.
You guys have been warned. And listen, she's talking to you guys, not to me. I'm not a hater. Okay, I'm a kind, gentle soul. I'm an uwu soft bean. I'm not a hater. Okay, so she's talking to you guys. She ain't talking to me. Okay, so you guys behave. And remember, the comment section does not take kindly to bullshit. So viewer beware. Okay.
And part of the reason I am so fucking irritated is that Poppy and Xena's haters have been repeating the shit that my stalker Chan has been put at me. Anybody that takes a look at that for 5.
Okay, so as a casual, as a new viewer, okay, as a new viewer who has never indulged in Liana Kersner content, I need context here. What the fuck is Stalker Chan? What the fuck is that? What do you mean? I need like a little bit of something here. I need just like a shred, a crumb of context, Queen. I am very lost right now. Like, can anyone translate? I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Can anybody help me? Hello?
5 seconds knows it's horseshit. It doesn't even make any sense. The Tumblr shit or whatever the fuck she's got is saying I somehow psychically made other people suggest she unalive. This weekend, I got 2 fucking emails from burner proton mails with bullshit. I put them up on Twitter. It's just TLDR. Anybody who is just trying to help and trying to get the word out and trying to prevent dangerous people from communities doesn't keep going when they've riled up multiple stalkers and drawn the attention of Kiwi Farms on someone. That is just a vendetta. There is no way around that. And
I think that we could benefit from having like some kind of draft in place, because we just sped run through like 10 topics and I don't know where we're going. I don't even know where we are. I don't know what street we're on. Can I get some direction here? Yeah, I don't know what burner proton mails is either. I don't... Like, these are all certainly words. Right? Like, these are all words. Like, I understand that they're all words, but, like, the numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Like, I'm really trying to walk with you. I'm trying to have this explained to me. I'm trying to understand. But I need a... But what's a proton burner mail? Proton mail is a free encrypted... Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm just not savvy enough to be here. Okay, I'm just too stupid. Okay, got it. So this is a me problem. Okay. I understand. Okay, so I'm out of the loop. But again, as, you know, a new viewer to the Liana Kersner show, the context, I think, would help me have a better experience, because I don't really know what's going on right now. Okay, so anyway, you can't act like I'm the only person that doesn't know that, okay? Who here knows what that is? Who, other than you, Darren, you and fucking Sarah Feel, who else knows what that is? Who else knows what that is? Anybody? Because I sure the fuck didn't until today. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. I know, I need a flow sheet to follow this, please and thank you. That would be incredibly helpful.
Want everybody to cut it the fuck out. People have the right to speak. People have the right
I feel
to
like we just got... I feel like I missed something.
Of what happened, that's not harassment. When you start, riled up multiple stalkers and drawn the attention of Kiwi Farms on someone, that is just a vendetta. There is no way around that, and I want everybody to cut it the fuck out. People have the right to speak. People have the right to tell... You
guys, chill. You guys, let her cook. Let her cook. The only thing that I will say is that, like, fruit sight bad, you know, I disavow. But, like, I mean, was this not an inevitability, if we're being completely honest? Like, I think that this was inevitable. 'Tis the nature of the internet, right? Like, and again, I will ask, and I mean this in good faith, so please don't bite my head off. I ask in good faith, like, just because Kiwi Farms happens to be, like, following this drama, does that mean that we're no longer allowed to engage critically, like, with the content? Are we not allowed to, like, ask questions? Is nobody allowed to be like, hey, like, I think that you should answer for this shitty behavior or whatever? Like, are we just not allowed to do that because Kiwi Farms might be watching, like, the drama and, like, A-logging stuff? That doesn't really follow for me. Like, because, like, let's just say hypothetically, that we're like, okay, you're right, Kiwi Farms is here, and we have to like back off or whatever to save the lives of trans people or whatever. At what point then is it appropriate to re-engage? Like when can I get an answer for like the rape by deception shit? Like when can I get an answer about that? Like when is it appropriate for me to re-engage asking questions? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just don't really buy it. It's like a shield where it's like we can't talk about this right now because Kiwi Farms. And it's like, okay, well then when can we talk about it? And they're like, I don't know, Kiwi Farms. And you're like, okay, well I guess I'll just hold on to my question then. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just supposed to abandon all criticisms because people on the internet are like A-logging shit? I don't understand.
Tell their version of what happened.
Am I out of
That's
fucking
not
moves
harassment.
already?
When you start piling up on people and potentially getting dangerous people riled up, that is not fun. Now, I am safe myself. Don't worry. I've been dealing with this for 10 fucking years. But anybody that would believe the word of Stalker Chan without even doing a basic verification to see if they actually were talking to a trans woman and not a cis woman with a vendetta, pretending to be a trans woman to get exactly this result, if they can't do that basic due diligence, then the Poppy Amory document that I'm going to break down here is 200.
Okay, first of all, Poppy Amory. It's Poppy Amory. Learn how to read. Second of all, like, again, as a new viewer, okay, this is my first trip to your channel. I'm so fucking lost. I didn't get like a fun little intro. I didn't get like a little TLDR. I just got like immediately screamed at about shit that I don't even like. Context, hello? Context? Anyone?
157 pages of horseshit. Now,
Oh my.
as ridiculous as it is, I admit, when it first came out, I said, come on, no one is gonna buy this. This is just, but people started believing it. I couldn't believe the number of people who were coming at Poppy and Zena. Now, how do I know Poppy and Zena? Okay,
Okay, this is like the last question on my mind. I have like 13 other questions. Can we start with like, what the fuck are you talking about? Can we start there, please? Hello?
I don't even remember how I originally met Poppy, but Poppy was cool enough to be one of the few trans people to not cancel me during the Hogwarts Legacy thing. And
does anybody remember Poppy's take on Hogwarts Legacy? Anybody? Does anybody remember this? Oh yeah, I remember now. She was like, we shouldn't cancel, like, we shouldn't boycott Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, so okay. I'm just making sure that we're being consistent, you guys. I'm making sure that we're being consistent. Okay. So she knows Poppy because Poppy didn't cancel her over the Hogwarts Legacy discourse. Did anybody actually get canceled over that? Like, did anybody really get, like, crucified for that? Honestly?
to me, if someone has my back, I'm going to have theirs. Now, does that mean I'm going to cover up bad behavior and say something I don't believe? Fuck no.
Yes. Oh. We'll see where the video goes, but the answer here is going to be yes, I'm sure.
You guys know me better than that, right? You know I would not stand by something I don't believe in. I don't care. You know, that would be Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Right? Most of you...
Ma'am, are you okay? I have more questions than I think I've ever had in, like, my adult life. I'm very... Closest thing was that one VTuber who cried about people being upset at her playing it. Oh, yeah, well, people were super... Well, it was a VTuber. Everybody's mean to VTubers, you know what I mean? Everybody's mean to VTubers, you guys. That's just how it is in God's great year of 2024. I had to pause and think about what year it was, sorry. I wish that I had an itinerary for this trip that we were about to go down, because I don't know what the fuck's going on, you guys. I have no idea.
You recognize Poppy and Zena from the It's Not Therapy podcast I did that was about how mental illness complicates consent. We talked about her borderline personality disorder. And the accusations against Poppy and Zena rely heavily on an ableist erasure of what BPD means. I won't be able to pound that in enough. I'm trying to keep this as...
Pound it in, guys. Pound it in.
As possible. It's 6,249 words of notes about a document that's 257 pages long. Now, the author of the document, somebody who goes by Melina online. Melina. Yeah, if you're gonna go full mask off on somebody, don't use the online name of the evil masculine clone from Mortal Kombat 2 going forward. I'm wearing my Alistair Radio Demon shirt for a reason. There's gonna be a...
What is she talking about, you guys? What is that? That was a sentence. Let's try that one more time. Maybe I need to listen to this on normal. Maybe that's what's going on. Let's try that one more time, because what the fuck was that? Hang on.
Yeah, if you're gonna go full mask off on somebody, don't use the online name of the evil mask-wearing clone from Mortal Kombat 2 going forward. I'm wearing evil mask-wearing clone from Mortal Kombat 2 going forward.
This is, you know, I've changed my mind. Millennials are actually worse than Gen Z. Millennials are worse than Gen Z. I totally lied. This is my sleep paralysis demon waiting for me tonight. You guys, I'm going to get off stream. I'm going to take a Benadryl, and this is what's going to be waiting for me at the foot of my bed. Oh, this is internet stuff? Oh, we're just, I guess, in like different, vastly different realms of the internet than I suppose. She's Gen X. I'm sorry. She's Gen X. You're right. I shouldn't slander millennials right that. But this is giving me, like, you know, the, can I has cheeseburger? Like, that's what this is giving me. And I mean, listen, guys, if you want to be cringe, it's a free country. I can't stop you, but I will physically recoil, like, every time I see it. Like, this is the vibe that I'm getting. Can I has cheeseburger? It's like, I just want to, like, I want to eat my own skin. Oh God. Okay, it's fine. It's okay, Malcolm. Some people have different interests and hobbies than you, Malcolm. It's okay. Be brave.
I'm wearing my Alistair Radio Demon shirt for a reason. There's gonna be a lot of in this, because this is all bullshit. Melina.
Where's my vape? Where is my vape? Fuck the vape. Where's my crack pipe? There's gonna be... Please, as long as there's... Okay, this is what is gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen, you guys. If there is a Joker meme in here, I can't watch it. That will put me over the edge, okay? If she does, like, the why so serious shit or something like that, I cannot physically watch this. Just so you guys know. That is my boundary. I have to keep myself safe, okay? So if that happens, I have to go. Like, I cannot... I will respectfully leave this video.
Has done this before. Previously, I've had one direct run-in with Melina. It wasn't pleasant. She pushed this previous 200-word monstrosity document on me. And the thing that people don't realize about me is I read this shit. I'm like stolen. I'm like reading the contract. I read that first one and just said to her, there is nothing here. What is your claim? What is your accusation? Well, there's another one coming. She took down the last one, and here's the other one. So I read this third one 3 times because had Poppy and Xena on It's Not Therapy, it was about complication of consent, but I still got a bunch of nasty comments that weren't from regular people going, you should have done your research. I have now done.
The amount of psychic damage I'm taking is incredible. I'm like in the presence of the elephant foot in the basement of Chernobyl. The psychic damage is unbearable. I'm becoming blind. I'm losing track of time. How long have we been watching this? Help me.
Done over 500 pages of research. I first saw this situation decaying before the shit hit the fan. Mm-hmm. I started watching this thing because I saw on Twitter stuff about consent violations. It's all in the lead up. It's all in the document. Mm-hmm. I saw all of this stuff play out in real time. And that's why I know that the way it's depicted in this document is misleading. And
I just would like to know. So just again, I've asked this question many times. I've yet to get a direct answer. I think that I'll die waiting for an answer to this. what context is missing from the logs that were leaked? Like, honest, I'm so curious. Like, what is the context that is missing? Because we have all of the logs that lead up to them meeting in real life, and then we have the logs immediately following it. And it's not like clipped out of context messages. It's literally all of the messages. Like, what context were we looking for? What context were we hoping for? Because in my opinion, I think that, like, I could have done without most of those messages, if I'm being honest. Like, what are we missing?
Again, I wouldn't push this if I didn't believe strongly that this is wrong. Okay, this is just wrong. And
it's wrong.
Yeah, I've talked for 7 minutes of preamble. This will be multiple parts, but
I'm just saying a prayer for myself briefly. Okay.
The accusations are twofold. There was, for people who don't know, Poppy and Xena are poly. Melina, the writer of the document, is
Girl, we don't know anything. You have spent 8 minutes saying nothing. No one knows what's going on. Okay, I'll speed it up. I'm sorry. I thought that if I slowed it down, it would help me understand, but it didn't help at all.
An ex of Poppy's. There's another person, No, who was another ex of Poppy's, and that was the consent, everything like that. Long story short, there was a sexual encounter on December 22nd, 23rd of 2023, where it was between Poppy and No, and you know, it's a she said about what happened. Both sides are accusing the other of abusive behavior.
Can anyone please clarify this to me? I don't think that Noe ever said that, like, Poppy was, like, this evil rapist. I think that the only reason that Noe started to push back and be like, no, dude, like, obviously you were the crazy one in the relationship, is when Poppy started blowing her shit up. Am I wrong? Like, I'm almost positive, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, No didn't, like, No is, like, fully content to just, like, let bygones be bygones and just be fucking done with it and, like, move on. But, like, Poppy wouldn't stop posting, like, the rape article. And so eventually Noah was like, no, dude, like, fuck you, I'm not gonna do this, right? Am I misremembering? Am I taking, like, terminal levels of radiation, like, right to the dome and I'm not remembering anything correctly? Or, because if I remember correctly, again, for, like, the 100th time, No, he didn't want anything to do with any of this shit. It wasn't her. No? White woman number 2. No, I wanted to say nothing. Poppy Live tweeted it. Yeah, like, that was my recollection. So I don't think it's fair to say that No is out here, like, fucking slandering Poppy. I'm pretty sure that most people wouldn't even be comfortable the way that Poppy talks so publicly about all of her relationships. I couldn't imagine them being, you know, comfortable with her blasting all their personal shit online 24/7. Like, she does have eyes. I will say that, Jersey. I will say that. She does have eyes, yes.
To be clear, because one of the charges is that Poppy is abusing No by falsely accusing her of rape. Poppy was very clear. I saw this tweet that she's not saying it's criminal. She's saying it's sexual assault by deception.
Okay. Square this circle for me. Square this circle for me. If I call you a rapist, what does that imply? Is rape legal? Is rape something that good people do? Is rape something that we should celebrate? Is rape something that we should tolerate? Is that behavior that we should, you know, just be okay with from our friends and family and colleagues? Or does that come with it a significant moral condemnation and connotation to illegality and immorality? She's not saying she did anything illegal. She's not even saying she did anything bad, just that she's a rapist. Square that circle for me. Square it for me. Sorry, you're right, my bad. I didn't mean to kink shame. You're right, my bad.
And I really think, and this is what
I shouldn't do that during Autism Awareness Month. You're right, my bad.
Frustrates me so much is that people are getting hung up on the word rape instead of...
What surprises you is that people are getting hung up on the word rape. I'm so surprised that this person is very upset and very angry after being defamed as a rapist. I don't understand, you guys. I don't understand why she's so upset that everybody is calling her a rapist. That's so strange. Why? I don't understand. What?
Of looking at what happened and the actual events that, you know, I don't want to get too much into the gory.
If there was a commercial for like the big boxed wines, you know what I'm talking about? I don't even know what the fucking brands are called. Hang on, let's see. Boxed wines brand. Oh, the Franzia. If there was an ad for a Franzia box of wine, I think this would be it. I think this would be it. Like, watching this video, I'm like, I could really go for like a boxed Pinot right now. I could really go for like some, you know, could really go for some boxed Pinot Noir. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we good right now? Are we good right now, bro? I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna go and get a beer and, like, bust it open on my head and, like, fucking fountain it. That's how I feel right now. Like, just listening to this, I don't feel okay. By proximity, I'm like... That's like a contact high. Like, it's not even... There's, like, contact drunk. My God.
Details of that. Because... You know, I put the unedited interview up on It's Not Therapy. I'll link to it if people want to hear that. But
anyway, guys, I'm going to plug my podcast in the comments. I don't understand why everybody's getting upset about rape. It's all a semantic word game at the end of the day. Like, who really cares what is rape and what isn't rape? Anyway, you can hear about it more on my podcast at Leah. Like, okay. Oh.
I want to focus on this document and why it's bullshit for the remaining time I have right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to start
I'm ready.
with the actual accusation, the actual claims before we get to any fucking so-called evidence.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. This isn't polyamory, it's poppyamory.
It's polyamory. Polyamory. It's polyamory. I'm being so brave right now.
Okay. A cute play on words about a particular type of non-monogamy. I am not polyamorous.
It makes sense now. She is Canadian. That's where it's coming from. That's why I don't like this. Okay. Okay, I understand now. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just rejuvenated a little bit. Anytime that I get to, you know, hate on Canadians or English people, oh, okay. Okay, we're good. We're ready.
He's above my skill level. Even I see this as a form of slut-shaming. Right? Polyamory is not, I am not...
Making a joke and saying polyamory, but then you say poppyamory, that's slut-shaming? Hello?
Polyamorous, it is above my skill level. Even I see this as a form of slut-shaming. Right? Polyamory is not just sleeping with whoever you want.
Polyamory is not just sleeping who you want with.
You know, groups of partners who have partners has its own rules and its own boundaries, and it is not abusive.
It is not abusive.
Boundaries. If the other partner doesn't like it, everybody have the right to go, I don't agree to this, and walk. But it is not some violation. It is not abusive to set boundaries. Again, Poppy has... What
the fuck are we talking about here, you guys? I got so lost. I was ready to hear, like, this really intricate explanation of the allegations. But now I'm getting... We're slut-shaming polyamory, and then we transitioned into boundaries? Hang on, where... Hello? Okay.
Has its own rules and its own boundaries.
Okay, so...
Skill level. Even I see this as a form of slut-shaming.
Okay.
Right? Polyamory is not just sleeping with whoever you want. Polyamory, every polycule or, you know, groups of partners who have partners has its own rules and its own boundaries. And it is not abusive to set boundaries. If the other partner doesn't like it, everybody have the right to go, I don't agree to this, and walk.
Okay.
But it is not some violation. It is not abusive to set boundaries. Again, Poppy has BPD, I think ADHD.
Okay, so we start here. We start here and we have poppyamory. We're gonna do poppyamory. And then we have slut shaming. Oh my god, help. Then we have slut shaming. Okay? And then we had boundaries. And then we had, what was after boundaries? After boundaries, we had abuse, right? Oops. What was after abuse? What was after abuse? Where were we after this? Hang on. Oh, fuck. Oh, and then we did BPD. And then we were BPD. Okay, and then we have BPD. Okay. Okay. I want to get back to here. How do we get back here? Okay, help me.
There is
and there's ADHD.
stuff.
Okay, sorry. ADHD and dissociative. So we have plus ADHD. Okay.
Going on.
Uh-huh.
She cannot just switch that off.
Okay.
Because it's inconvenient to somebody, and anybody who her responsibility is to disclose she has the condition, to get therapy for the condition, and to be as responsible as she possibly.
Okay, and then so we have treatment. So okay, then we go to treatment. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm with you. What's next? I'm really curious how we're gonna get back up here. Okay.
Regarding the condition, Xena, her fiance, has PMDD.
Okay, and then we get Xena with PMDD. Okay, so we get Xena. D M D D. Okay, and then we're coming back down here for more. Okay, what's next?
Premenstrual dysphoria disorder or something like that. That's also they both warned me about things themselves, which as somebody who has multiple disability.
I was gonna say multiple. Never mind. We're choosing kindness.
I have an autoimmune condition.
Okay, and then we have autoimmune condition. So autoimmune condition. Okay. Next.
I was diagnosed with PTSD in 2013.
Okay, PTSD. SD. Okay. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Okay.
Associated with this stalker that Melina has now riled up and is spreading the bullshit about. So, you know, I know what it's like to people just go, and the stalker is accusing me of abuse.
Okay, so then we have stalker. Okay. STALKER. And then somehow we come down here and we have Melina. Okay, I'm still with you though.
Yes,
Trying
because
to
I talk about being stalked. So
okay.
Obviously I take this shit pretty personally. But
okay.
Let's get back to it. So
and then we go back to the document? You guys, I followed the flow sheet. I followed the flow sheet. I literally guys, where did I get lost? Please, I'm trying to study for the test. Where did I get lost? We had polyamory, slut shaming, boundaries, and then abuse, and then Poppy has BPD, and then she also has ADHD, and she needs to be in treatment for that. And then Xena has PMDD, and then she has an autoimmune condition, and she has PTSD, and something that has something to do with her stalker, which has something to do with Melina. Can anyone please point can anyone please show me where I got lost? Help! You guys, I tried really hard. Guys! 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 Guys!
Guys! Come back! Guys! No! Stop!
What happened? We're just gonna okay, let's just go with it. How am I? No, please, you guys. I have my good noodle hat on. I'm trying to understand. I wanna understand so bad. You guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. You don't understand. I desperately want to know. I just want to know. Please help me. If there's a quiz, I'm fucked. That's all I'm gonna say. If there's a quiz at the end of the video, dude, we're all fucked. Okay, let's just keep going.
Proof of Xena and Poppy's emotional abuse of No Flag leading up to the trip, and how they coerced and abused her into going on the trip, even after—
I'm so defeated right now, you guys. We're only 12 minutes. We're 13 minutes into the video, and I'm lost. I'm so defeated. I don't think I'm dumb, but like... I just wanted to understand.
After she expressed not being interested in continuing the relationship, this is how they practice consent in private. You will see Poppy Amory 1, what PZ are hiding about their visit to No Flake. A large portion of this document is tweets. There is no attempt to hide anything in tweets.
What does that mean? There's no attempt to hide anything in tweets. What does that mean? Let's find out.
The reality of a third party.
Okay, you know what? Actually, I've learned my lesson. I'm going to stop fucking asking questions, okay? I am strapped in to this. This is like when you get home from the bar and you're so fucking blackout drunk, like you can't even close your eyes standing up. Like you're just woo, woo, and there's nothing that you can do. The foot off the bed doesn't work. Standing up doesn't work. Going outside to get some fresh air doesn't work. Drinking water doesn't work. Taking a shower doesn't work. You are strapped into the roller coaster to fucking hell, and you're not getting off of it. I need to stop asking questions. I'm on the roller coaster. I can't get off of it. It's too late. We're already, descending. I can't get off. There's nothing I can do. Okay. I have to stop asking questions. We just have to go. We just have to go with it.
Having access to personal logs. First of all of this relationship before December 22nd was strictly online.
Okay, I got that. Yes, I know that. Okay.
Poppy is in her 40s, No's in her 30s.
Okay.
It is a very high bar to prove that somebody managed to coerce a 30-some-odd-year-old woman.
That's a really high bar to say that, like, somebody was coerced. Like, I don't know. We take somebody who is very obviously in an unwell state, not receptive to any kind of, hey, are you okay? Like, do you still want to see me? Blah, blah, blah. Somebody that's just, like, completely shut off. And then we're like, hey, come and see me. Hey. Like, eventually you're just going to like, oh, fuck it. Like, are you the real ableist, ma'am? Are you the real ableist, ma'am?
To leave her home and go to a hotel, even though she didn't want to. That there has to be unequivocal proof of that. There is some personal responsibility. There is no indication anywhere that No has any diagnoses. They say all the time, she's not in therapy. They keep saying...
Guys, did you know that you can't be mentally ill unless you've been to therapy? Like... Let me just... Dear God. Please give me permission to go mask off. Please. God in heaven. Forgive me. Where is Poppy's diagnosis? Where is Poppy's diagnosis of BPD? Where is Poppy's diagnosis of OSDD, DID, fucking whatever? Where is Zena's diagnosis of PMDD? We don't have evidence of any of this. All you have is what they told you. Okay, but you're happy to believe everything that comes out of Poppy's mouth. You take it as gospel. But like... This girl's totally fucking lying. Noe's totally fucking lying. Okay, let's pretend. Let's pretend for a second Noe's totally fucking lying. Noe's completely fine. Nothing wrong with her. It's not like she thinks that she is also plural, or maybe plural, whatever. It's not like she thinks that. It's not very obvious, to anybody. Again, Liana Kersner, it's not therapy. She's not a fucking therapist. Anybody who has, like, read a Psychology 101 textbook can tell you that in reading those messages, Noe isn't there. She's not paying attention. She's completely fucking shut off. Anybody that has, like, the social, like, cognition higher than, like, a third grader could read the cues that Noe was not fucking feeling it. But let's back up really quick, okay? So we're going to take Noe potentially having BPD herself, potentially being plural herself, potentially having dissociative episodes, which we can actually literally fucking see in the logs. We're going to throw that right out of the window. Have you seen Poppy's diagnosis? Have you spoken to each alter individually? Have you sat down and gone through trauma therapy with Poppy? Have you done all the roadmaps? Have you seen her therapy notes? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're gonna take the word of a quack therapist who thinks that she can diagnose everybody over the internet based on like a handful of interactions. She allegedly doesn't actually diagnose people. She just says that people are this, that, and the other thing. That calls people the F-slur. That says that people need to be sent to the psych ward and shit for disagreeing with her on Twitter. But the person who is very obviously like emotionally dysregulated in the messages, it just totally knows what's going on. The younger person in the interaction. The person who is very obviously experiencing some kind of dissociative episode. Interesting. I want to know. Have you seen Poppy's therapy notes? Have you seen her diagnoses? Because I can guarantee you if she has a diagnosis of OSDD, she's not doing EMDR. Because EMDR exacerbates dissociative symptoms. If she actually has BPD, why isn't she in DBT? Oh, it doesn't work. It does if you actually fucking try. If you actually take accountability for your actions and shit. God, I'm having a stroke right now. Let's recenter, you guys. Okay, we're good. Have some Dr. Pep. We're good.
Saying you need to see a therapist because being with somebody with BPD is hard. So there's no, we can't.
Your partner does not need to go to therapy to manage your symptoms. What? Why don't you go to therapy and get your own shit together? Why is that the responsibility of your partner? I can't tell you guys how fast you should run in the other direction if you start dating somebody and they're like, anyway, so you're going to need therapy to date me. No. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner, your spouse is not your therapist, not your keeper. That's crazy.
Can't give benefit of the doubt on No's position here. There's no diagnosis.
I can't give the benefit of the doubt because she's not diagnosed with anything. How do you know Poppy's diagnosed with anything? You believe her, but you don't believe Noe. Oh, okay. At least we're being honest, I guess.
And this is why it's very, very important to get a diagnosis. You can't self-diagnose. Your girlfriend, Poppy is a therapist, can't diagnose you. And one of the things they've accused her of is using...
Well, I guess you just, like, aren't mentally ill unless you have the diagnosis, according to Big Brain Liana over here. Not a therapist, Liana, by the way. Like, you can still have symptoms of XYZ if you haven't been officially diagnosed with it. And again, if you have, like, the intelligence higher than that of a singular pea-pod, you could very easily read that Noe was, like, something was going on with Noe. With, like, the messages when Poppy was like, hey, hello, do you still want me to come? Hello, hey? And Noe's like, yep. And she's like, are you good? And she's like, no, I want to be left alone. And Poppy's like, hey, hello, are you good? Are you good? And then she wouldn't respond for, like, it's very obvious that there was probably, like, something there, okay? I'm not a fucking doctor. All right? I'm not a fucking doctor, whatever. I'm also not an idiot. So, I don't know, I can read social cues maybe a little bit better than Poppy, but, like, holy shit. Is she serious right now? God.
Therapeutic, whatever, you can't treat your partner. You can't treat your partner. You can't treat your partner. That's just, you can't. You can't.
Somebody pass that along to Poppy when she's assigning, like, fucking homework and worksheets for all of her partners to study up on their fucking BBD quiz later. But
the idea that Poppy and Xena are trying to hide anything here, when Poppy puts her fucking life on Twitter, is
mistake. Mistake, if we've learned anything.
Just seems like a tactic to get people, to me, anyway, knowing Melina's done this before, it's just a tactic to get people to read the first page, scroll through all of this, go, oh, this is a lot here, there's just too much, they must be telling the truth somehow. When me reading it, the exact opposite is true in my reading. And I admit, I'm a little pissed here, because this has been going on for so long. We couldn't tell. Even I started to doubt Poppy and Xena's version of events, and I feel terrible about that now, having read this document. Because I mean, did you read it with your eyes closed? Did you accidentally read it backwards? Like, I've said on multiple occasions, the only way that you can walk away from reading that article and be like, Noe is the manipulative, rapist, gaslighter here, is if you read it backwards. Like, did she make sure it was oriented the right way? Like, did she read it like, hello? What? Having read this document, I now believe, based on what is in this document, that these 257 pages come down to 3 key points. 3 key points.
3 points, guys.
No lied, by her own admission. She lied about the sex. This is what she said after it. Her words, she lied about the sex. She cheated on Poppy. She said she broke up with a metamor, another partner, named Amy.
If you cheat on your partner, does that mean that you're abusive and, like, a rapist? No. Is that, like, a shitty thing to do? Sure. One, I've never seen any evidence of this, like, cheating before. So, I mean, whatever. Hang on, what was the first thing she said?
She didn't. This is what she said after.
Oh, the lying about the sex thing. Okay, and again, I'll be candid. I can't believe or trust anything that Poppy says more than I could throw her, and the answer is not very far. My understanding is that the lied about the sex thing is that Noe was just trying to fucking leave the hotel room, and Poppy was doing, like, and on this podcast that she did, this is a great freeze frame, by the way, on the podcast that she did with this Liana person, she said, you know, like, I was, like, on my hands and knees, like, begging her to stay in the hotel room. 1, embarrassing. 2, I would also say whatever I needed to say to get the fuck away from somebody who was on their hands and knees begging and crying, asking me to stay with them. So I'd be like, yeah, dude, yeah, whatever. I fucked you for no reason. Okay, bye. Like, yes, okay. When you have a crazy person in front of you that has already demonstrated they're willing to do pretty much fucking anything to keep you around, you kind of are like, okay, yeah, that's fine, whatever, bye. Like, the lie is that she was like, yeah, I wanted to come down here and see if this was gonna work or whatever. Still not feeling it. I don't want to date you anymore. I'm sorry, you guys, but people's feelings can change. People's feelings can change, and that doesn't mean that you are a victim of assault or something. Like, how do you guys do anything? How do you guys do anything? Oh, you know, I thought I wanted to date you, and I had a lot of fun hanging out with you, and blah blah blah. But you know, I'm not really feeling it anymore. Rape! What?
Her words, she lied about the sex. She cheated on Poppy. She said she broke up with
I don't know anything about that. Even if Noe did cheat on Poppy, that doesn't make her a rapist.
Amy. She didn't, in fact, it seems, break up with Amy, or she rekindled the relationship with Amy and then flirted with Amy on Twitter. Poppy saw it. Now,
Does that mean that Poppy was cheating on her with every 19-year-old girl that she tried to rizz up? Does that mean that Poppy is the cheater and the rapist here? Is that what that means? Or is Twitter flirting only okay when Poppy does it, but if Noe Twitter flirts, she's a cheater and a rapist? I'm confused. I'm getting lost again.
Because you're polyamorous doesn't mean cheating's not possible. That's cheating. That is, they had an agreement. There was an understanding. She was not seeing this person anymore for various reasons I don't know if I'll have time to get into. But the point is, Poppy thought they were done. And then they weren't done. And the big breakup where, you know, oh, No said she wanted to end the relationship. It came because Poppy caught her cheating. That's one.
No, did she? She's full of shit, dude. She didn't even read the documents. The reason they had the big fight is because Noe had a date day with Sora. That's why. Where's the first document? Okay, here's what caused the big fucking fight. Like, for somebody who's bragged that you've read this article like 900 fucking times, I don't know if you need to take off your yellow tinted glasses to read it or not, but like, what you up to? Plans should be starting soon. Can I know said plans? A date morning with Sora. Oh, was that bad? Should I have asked for a green light? Was that bad? No. Should you have asked for a green light? Probably, because I just woke up. They got in a fight because Poppy asked, what are you doing? And Noe said, having a date day with Sora. That's what they got in this big-ass fucking fight about. Okay? That's what they got in this big-ass fucking fight about. Here, we can see that Poppy and Noe had, like, this agreement about not interacting or, like, saying sexual shit or whatever. Like, this is completely irrelevant to what they got in a big fight about. Their fight was about Sora. They started fighting at 9:30 in the morning. This post, it doesn't even have a timestamp on it. Where is it? It's right here. 11:23. They were fighting way before this fucking post was even made. Okay? Like, again, I read the document like 100 times. I read it so many times. You wouldn't believe it. I've read the document an infinite amount of time. Okay, well, it's really interesting because you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. What?
2, it is very clear, by No's own words, I believe it's on page 96 of this hell dump Tolstoy.
Page 96, huh? Let's try to make it okay by seeing each other tonight. I would go turn off your computer and finish packing, then go take a shower. Try to focus as best as you can. It's okay to move slow. It's okay if you disassociate, but when you come, just keep moving. I don't know if you're genuinely offline or just invisible, but go pack and take a shower. Let me know when. I love you. And then, so this is it. 9:19, 9:42, 9:59, 10:35, and then finally at 11:02. I'm okay. Sleep. And then Poppy says, okay, I love you too, blah, blah, blah. And then we have all these voice messages, and then they plan to meet up. What is the kill shot that's on page 96 of this document? That Poppy is, like, unable to just leave Noe alone for more than a few hours. I don't know what the kill shot was supposed to be there, but okay.
Tolstoy-worthy epic novel that she said if she went through with the trip and then dumped Poppy, it would make things...
No, the person that said that was Xena. Actually, it wasn't Poppy. It was when Xena was sweeping for Poppy really hard. It's in these ones where it's like, I'm terrified. Xena says, I know. Noe says, I don't think this trip will change anything for me. Noe says, if I give this trip a chance and it changes nothing for me, that will only make it worse. Xena says, what am I even arguing here? Nothing can get worse from here. Noe says, I mean, if I give her hope from this trip and nothing changes, how can that not make it worse? And then Xena says, if it doesn't, you go home and do whatever you want, and we just sort of keep hanging in the hotel for the rest of the time, and that's that for us. Would rather know it. At least we tried. I do want to. I've come this farthest already. I've hopped on board with this entire train too. I know how much the girls love you and how much we want to make things better. They genuinely want you to be happy too and want to work with you to feel empowered in your life and happy too. I just don't say a whole lot because I've done this process with them and I want you to be able to do this process in your own way. And then Noe says, we can try. So, Xena says, it's entirely your choice. Yeah, so this is actually them saying, like, you know, if nothing changes, like, oh, I mean, that's fine. We just want to see you and see what happens. So, well, not only we were wrong about the page of the document, we also, like, misremembered who actually said it. Interesting.
So much worse. She said this in a conversation to Xena before anybody talked about going on the trip. And there was no talk of sex at that time. Just...
God, this bitch is going to make me open every single fucking Tumblr or fucking blog, isn't she? Every single Google Doc. He says, I'm sorry, I'm just worried that I'm going to horribly disappoint you. Poppy says, it sounds like you're worried that I'm going to push for more than you want. I might ask, but I don't think I'll be horribly disappointed if it doesn't happen at all, or if it happens once, I would be. But I don't think that's what you're trying to say. No, he says, I'm going to try for at least more than once. Poppy says, and they're talking about hooking up when they meet in person. Poppy says, like I said, one time or none after all this wait would be disappointing. Not a deal breaker, though. I would wonder if we were just better off as friends. Between NRE and built-up waiting, I'm assuming that you want to we will want to touch each other. But maybe I'm wrong, and you just don't feel that attraction. Shrug. Noe says, I don't know. I mean, you're attractive. I don't know why in person it would be any different. So Poppy is literally saying, if we only fuck, like, once or not at all, I'm going to be disappointed. There was tons of talk about sex. And Poppy repeatedly states that if they only have sex just once, only one time, that Poppy is going to be disappointed. And in these logs, Noe's like, there's other things that we can do. We don't have to do shit. Like, Noe says, like, I mean, hopefully that... Hang on one second. So, here we go. Noe says, I've seen you in HD. Poppy says, I'm just worried that you won't like me. What are you worried about? Noe says, I have ideas and fantasies you want to do with me in person, and that I'm going to disappoint you. Poppy says, are you saying that I will be disappointing because you can't do those things? What would an example be? And Noe says, well, it sounds like you want to stay in the hotel room for 3 days and make out and fuck. And Poppy says, also talking, swimming, eating together, snuggling, sleeping at some point. Noe says, hopefully a lot more of the other things than making out and fucking. And Poppy says, I know it's okay. I know how low your sex drive can be. I just named off a bunch. Noe says, I know. Poppy says, sex gonna get that boring with me that quickly. Noe says, I mean, hopefully all that is much better than the other. I'm not very sexual. And then Poppy says, I know, but you have said that you show interest when your partner does. And Noe says, to a point. Poppy says, I'm assuming we'll find equilibrium. I'm not the most sexual, not anymore. God, what do you think of me? Noe says, I don't know. You always seem extremely sexual. And then down here, she's like, oh, but if we only fuck one time, I'm gonna be super upset. Like, again, did Liana even read any of these? Like, dead ass, dude. Did you even try? Listen, I'm not even, like, you guys might call me a Poppy historian, a pop-storian, if you will, okay? But, like, these are all things that are, like, really easy to find if you've actually read the documents. I've read them front to back, okay? And I remember these things. Like, maybe that's me. Maybe this is my, like, terminal brain rot or whatever from being on the internet for too long. But, like, when she says this, I'm like, I remember reading that. Let's go find it, and we can reread it. Like, did she even... I genuinely am asking, did she even read the documents, or did she just skim them? Because if she read them, she would know where all this shit is, because I can find them easy. Because I remember reading it. Like, it might take me a minute to find it in, like, the fucking document, but, like, I know that it's in there. I know that I saw it. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just a me thing. I don't know.
If she went through with it, and she still didn't want to be together, it would make things so much worse. She knew. That is in there in Noah and Melina's version of events. It is right there.
Yeah, because she knows that Poppy's like an insane control freak. And so if she broke up with her, there wasn't like a good way for her to do it. That's what she's expressing in that that conversation with Xena, right? Where she's saying, like, I'm scared that I'm going to make it worse if I come down there and then I still feel this way. Like, I still feel like I don't want to date Poppy. That's going to make it a lot worse because I know she's going to be really upset. So it's like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. She's going to be super pissed if I don't come down and, like, try things out. And she's going to be even more pissed if I come down there, try shit out, and then I am, you know, reminded that I still don't want to, like, date her, essentially. How can you read that any other way? Hello?
If she goes and it doesn't change, it would make things so much worse.
Based on how Poppy responds to like literally everything, I would imagine that would make it worse, yeah.
Knew what the stakes were. She knew what was likely to happen because she is dealing with someone with borderline personality disorder. A marker of borderline personality disorder is an intense fear of abandonment. They are still trying to claim that Poppy coerced No into this hotel room when No...
If she has this intense fear of abandonment, if we're using BPD as a shield here, if she has this intense fear of abandonment, wouldn't it then be regional, or would it be fair to assume that she would have done anything to get No in that hotel room so she could try and get her to stay? How come that doesn't work in the opposite? How come we can say, oh my god, she knew that she had BPD, but somehow she like manipulated her, she did her best to like stick the knife in and twist because she was so upset and angry and betrayed. But it doesn't work in the opposite. Where it's like, is it possible at all that maybe because Poppy has BPD that she would do literally anything to keep this person from leaving, including coercing them to come and stay with her? That's not an option though? Interesting.
Was the one dangling a breakup in front of a person with BPD.
Who brought up the breakup first, guys? Who brought it up first? Let's see. Who was the first person to bring up the breakup? So this is the one that she's referring to here. Don't come down, we're breaking up. This is 12/21/23 at 11:34 p.m. Let's go back a little bit right here. 12/21/23 at 10:08 a.m. I guess just let me know when you're done, because right now I am so upset. I don't even know if I want to do this trip, because hearing about Sora right before I come down to see you kind of fucking sucks. Who brought up the breakup first? Who used that as a pressure point first? Who used that as leverage first? Answer, not Noe.
And the thing about the logs, they try to make it clear that she said, it's not going to work, it's over. Yes, she did say that.
She did.
But then she sent mixed messages. She went to Poppy's...
These are not mixed messages, guys. Don't come down. What? Haley's an absolute wreck. I mean, she kind of dropped the ball hard. I still want to see both of you. I don't think it's going to be possible. It's constant break-in stressing. At this point, it has to stop. Please let me call you. No. Fixing what? There's barely anything there. This isn't true. We love her. It is true. Please stop this hurts. I know. I'm sorry. Missed call. We want to see you. I don't think it'll go well. Please, 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 please. There's far too much resentment, stress, and fighting, and possessiveness. It's not something the body and mind can handle. We tried that and we're instantly criticized for trying. Please, 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 please. I know. Please, 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 please. I'm sorry, but we're very sorry, but we can't do this any longer. Please, 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 please. I don't think there's any way to fix it. It's too broken. Please! It is. Please! Like, did we read the same document, Liana? Did we read the same document?
Partner, Xena and No are not involved. That, to me, that's a, woo, that's a red flag. You're mad at one, you go to the other, say, I can't do it anymore, it's hurting.
Who messaged you first? Who do you think messaged Noe first? Do you think Xena's involvement? Can't do it anymore, Zizi. I'm sorry. I can't let our relationship suffer by either waiting until you pull the plug, so we're doing it. So, hey, just so you know, I'm breaking up with Poppy because I don't want to come and see you guys. What a evil Darvo manipulator tactic. Oh, that's not only the mature thing to do, that's like the correct thing to do in a polyamorous relationship. If I'm having issues with my harem, you know, I'm going to see my harem later, I'm going to text all of my hoes. I'm not just going to text one of them. I'm going to text all of them and say, hey, kittens, Daddy's not coming to the kitten ranch tonight. Sorry, not going to be able to make it. I'm going to let all of my hoes know. What?
Her too much. That was the approach she took with Xena. And when someone does that, it doesn't seem like they really want to break up. It sounds like they're buckling under the responsibility.
It's over. I just can't handle the relationship anymore. Is there anything that I can do? I don't think so. I'm so burned out. I'm so stressed. I'm still going to try and get a therapist for my own sake. I don't think there's any more talking anything out. I'm getting trauma responses just from talking to them. Like, what is wishy-washy about this? Again, if you have, like, the social awareness of a fucking kumquat, maybe you see this and you think, there's a chance. But again, if you have, like, any kind of social skills, it's like, this person is obviously not interested. So I'll ask again. Is it not realistic, you know, because Noe's this evil person who wanted to control and manipulate Poppy and use her BPD as a weapon to hurt her as deeply as she possibly fucking could. Is it not possible that Poppy used her with her BPD spiral that, you know, she would do literally anything to make sure that Noe doesn't leave? Is it not possible that she went to her partner, Xena, and said, hey, she's going to text you here in a minute. This is what I want you to say. Or is it not possible for her to say, Xena, please, can you salvage the relationship? I fucked it up really bad. Please, I can't lose her. How come the BPD is only relevant in the context when it comes to Noe manipulating and hurting and trying to intentionally cause harm to Poppy, but the BPD isn't irrelevant when we take into consideration that, by Poppy's own admission, she would do fucking anything to keep her partners from leaving her. Which, in my opinion, when you say fucking anything, that includes being manipulative, that includes being controlling, that includes gaslighting, that includes lying, kicking, screaming, pissing, coming, shouting, farting, all of the things to get that person to stay with you. Why does it not work in the other way? Why? Why is Poppy the only one that gets a pass? Someone explain it to me.
I can understand why Xena did not take that as a sincere, I'm out, I'm done. I can't, I'm hurt.
Let's spend another 10 minutes thinking about why it is, like, not controlling, manipulative, or abusive to not take people at their word. If someone says no to me, they say, Malcolm, I don't want to date you. I say, okay. I might ask, like, why? Was there anything that, like, I did? You know, just for future reference, like maybe I said something that was kind of distasteful or, you know, something offensive or whatever. I might ask why, but if somebody says, I don't want to date you, I'm not going to be like, bro, please! Like, you just, okay. I take people at their word. Hey, that made me uncomfortable. Okay, sorry, bud. I won't do it again. My bad. I didn't like that you said that. Oh, shit. Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'll be more careful with the way that I talk next time. Hey, Malcolm, we were supposed to hang out later, but I'm kind of in a bad mood because you said this thing the other day that has been kind of bothering me, so I don't really want to see you tonight. Oh, shit. Okay, well, if there's anything that I can do to help make you feel better, let me know. Okay. Like, I don't know, when somebody tells me no, or I don't want to do this, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And you know what all these little weaselly little liar dudes are going to do? They're going to be like, but Malcolm, when Sage told you no, she didn't want to talk to you. You used your abuser, manipulator, Riz tactics to try and coerce her and abuse her on stream. Again, go read the schizo post that Sage made about me, you guys. Show me where she said no. She didn't. She asked me questions. I answered her questions. What did you want clarification on? Oh, nothing in particular. I just know that you've said X, Y, and Z, and if you have an issue with the way that I've been talking about stuff, you're free to come on and correct the record. But again, in the absence of, you know, like all of this, let's just take a step back. In the conversation between Noe and Poppy, there was a no. There was a do not come and see me. I do not want to date you. But that, you guys, you just gotta get one yes, guys. Take a play from Poppy's playbook, okay? You just have to get one yes. Just one. That's all you need, okay? But again, maybe I'm the crazy person here, but when people tell me that they don't want to date me or that they don't like me or whatever, I take that at face value. I'm not like, I don't know, she might just be flirting with me. But maybe that's me. Maybe I have the autism in this situation.
Hurting too much, it's hurting too much. That's when she said, if I go and do this, it'll be so much worse. And Xena at the time said multiple times, it's totally up to you. You don't have to do this. I think we can make it work. Now, Xena was clearly operating under the...
Do you guys think that if I put, like, a bomb collar on somebody and I was like, listen, you don't have to rob the bank, like, it's your choice. You have free will. It's your choice. But if you don't rob the bank, the bomb collar is going to explode and kill you in 3 hours. I mean, can you really say that person was coerced? I said explicitly, you don't have to rob the bank if you don't want to. You don't have to rob the bank. Like, it's still your choice. You don't have to do it. I'm not saying you have to do it. You're just going to, you know, not have a fucking head anymore if you don't do it. But listen, it's your choice.
The understanding in these logs that No didn't want to break up. She felt like she had to because, in her words, she was fucking everything up. She always fucks everything up. Xena was trying to reassure her that no...
Even if that was how she felt, that's not when you apply pressure. That's when you back off and leave people alone to process their feelings and their emotions, void of your judgment and your perspective. So something that is really important and something that I have learned in my long, long, long years of life, you guys, is that your feelings on a situation, whether I'm projecting my feelings onto something or my feelings itself, like, so say something happens to me. Let's say that I'm with somebody and they want to break up with me. My feelings about that situation, okay? We'll use situation 1, I get broken up with. Situation 2, my friend gets broken up with after I recently had a breakup. So situation 1, I just got broken up with. My emotions are going to cloud my judgment. It's important for me to be able to process my feelings, take a step back, and be like, okay, I just need to chill for a second because I'm really upset right now. I might say some shit that, might hurt somebody's feelings. I might get a little unhinged. I might get a little crazy. I might not even be seeing the situation clearly necessarily because I'm so upset. I might not be able to sit down and evaluate the facts. Like, maybe my partner broke up with me because I slapped him in the face. And so I'm like, and it's hard for me to get out of my head and like accept my actions when I'm really upset. So maybe I need that moment of brevity to kind of process and evaluate my role in why we broke up. In the situation too, let's say that my friend gets broken up with, and I myself have recently been broken up with, and they ask me, they say, Malcolm, what should I do with my breakup? Maybe because I recently got broken up with, I have a massive chip on my shoulder. I'm like, text her and tell her to kill herself. My projection of my emotional reaction onto that situation clouds the judgment. It makes it so I can't make good, clear, objective choices because my perspective and my emotions are clouding what is the correct thing to do and the thing that aligns most with what's important to me and my values. So anytime that somebody has like a really big decision to make, if it's something that you can't answer for them. So for example, a breakup. If somebody asks me, hey, do you think I should break up with my boyfriend? I can kind of be like a little spicy and be like, yeah, dude, your boyfriend's a fucking loser or whatever. But that's not really a question I can answer for someone, right? It's like, well, what do you think? Like, you can talk to me about it. You can kind of process your own feelings about it. But like, I can't tell you what to do. It's not my fucking relationship. And I don't want to be responsible for you fucking up your life and making the wrong decision, right? You have to give people the ability to make choices independently and free of your judgment and your emotional reactions, even yourself. That way you can make the best decision, the most well-informed decision. And that is never going to happen when you have somebody who's like reassuring you that like, no, it's fine. Like it's fine. Like you're not fucking everything up. Like you don't have to process your feelings. Listen to me. I understand your feelings better than you do. No. Don't listen to that little voice inside of your head. Listen to me. I'm the rational actor here. You rob people of their ability to make good, informed choices about their life. And I don't understand how anybody, this lady is like 40, what did we say, 46? Like, I don't understand how you can have this perspective. How did you get this far in life?
Oh, it's not ruined. It can still be fixed. But she said two things there. One, if you absolutely hate this, it's up to you. But Zena was going, look, if you want to break up, I got this, okay? Like, it's good. If you're done, you're done. She said it. Also, she
said, if you're done, you're done, but here are all the reasons that you should come, and these are all the reasons that, it's going to be fine, and all the reasons that you're great and wonderful and beautiful and show-stopping and brilliant and incredible. Please come. Like, do they just not understand, like, objectivity versus subjectivity? I can talk to somebody about, like, their experience with my own feelings and stuff in mind, but I have to be really careful that I'm not poisoning the well. Like, I have to be really careful that I'm not, like, influencing their choices with my judgment, right? Like, there are ways to do that. There are tactful ways to do this. This is not it, right?
Told no multiple times. You don't have to respond to the things Poppy sends you, because Poppy's in full-blown BPD abandonment mode right now. Right.
So we agreed that she was willing to do just about anything to get Noe to come down and see her so she could fix it and make her stay. Right. So we agree.
This is all going on. And Zena is saying you don't have to respond. You certainly don't have to respond right away. So Noah's giving.
Okay, let's look at what happens when you don't respond, though. Like, this is what I don't understand about this. Okay, so let's see. So they start arguing or whatever, and Noe goes on her date. Last message Noe sends is at 9:49. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 messages in less than 2 hours. We have 14 messages just blowing up this person's phone. Okay, so yeah, you could not respond. Does that stop the spiral? Does that stop that these exist when I open my phone when I'm done with whatever the fuck I'm doing? Like, this is just full on fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in less than a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, less than a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a minute. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 less than a minute. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in a minute. Like, what do you think that this accomplishes? This is still stuff that you have to see, right? Like, you can say, oh, well, just don't answer her right now. She's really upset. Okay, when I open my phone, I'm still going to be assaulted by all these fucking messages that I don't really give a shit about in the first place. The reason I'm not answering you is because I'm not interested in having this conversation. Like, Again, hello?
Tools, how to get a better outcome here. And she ignored the advice from Poppy's fiance, who, you know, is probably a pretty good authority of how to deal with Poppy when she goes full-blown BPD. Now, when someone say...
You know how you deal, like... And here's the thing. You don't have to deal with that. Allow me to rephrase. You don't have to deal with that. If you're dating somebody who has a mental illness or has, like, BPD or whatever, you don't have to deal with it. I don't need a play-by-play of what to do when you freak the fuck out every time that you get upset. I can just not deal with it. Like, your partner is not your therapist, is not your keeper, is not any of these things. Like, what do you mean you just have to deal with it?
Okay, this is a BPD thing. This is what you do. And you go and do the opposite. You go and do the thing that you have said, if you do it, it will make things so much worse. That's cut and dried abuse.
That's not abuse. That's not abuse at all. Like, do you guys even know what abuse is? Does anyone know what abuse is anymore? Like, if somebody says, hey, your girlfriend right now is having a BPD meltdown. She's afraid that you're going to leave her forever. What you need to do to calm her down is you need to go in there and you need to shake her as hard as you fucking can, like the baby that you wish that you never had, and she'll shut up. And you're like, what? And it's like, that's the best thing to do for somebody experiencing a BPD episode. And you're like, I'm not going to do that. And then the person gets worse, and it's like, that's abusive. You didn't go in there and shake them like a little shaken baby in the back of a 7-Eleven on prom. Just because there is like what you would consider to be the best way to deal with somebody doesn't mean it's abusive for you not to do that. Because you could say the best case scenario here was for Noe to go down and just like get fucked and, you know, keep dating Poppy until Poppy got bored and moved on to some other poor Discord kitten, right? That probably was the best course of action. Like, objectively speaking, the best thing in the situation would have been for Noe to, like, starfish, let Poppy do her, like, pump and dump bullshit, and then wait till she got bored, and then escape her clutches and scurry off into the night, right? That would have been the best course of action. Was it abusive that Noe broke up with Poppy? No. Was it abusive that Noe was like, you know, I might still have these feelings, I'm willing to try it? No. Like, again, what do you guys think abuse is? What does abuse mean to these people?
And I'm sure there was no intention to be abusive. This reads to me as a bunch of people who are very caught up in the moment and putting feelings over sense. But if you...
And so Poppy's allowed to put feelings over sense, but Noe isn't. Remember, Noe is being intentionally manipulative, weaponizing fucking Poppy's BPD and all this other shit. But Noe, because she's not mentally ill, guys, because we don't have any record of her being mentally ill, we also have no record of Poppy being mentally ill other than being like a deranged narcissist on Twitter. Noe's the one that bears all the fault. It's Noe's fault that this happened. Noe's the one that was abusive and manipulative and a rapist and all this other shit. Like,
do that. That is abuse. It is. You are taking someone who is past the point of being in control of themselves. You are taking someone who is not capable of consenting. Now, Xena had health problems the night it happened.
We would say the same thing. Like, if we read the logs and we look at how heavily Noe was disassociating, we can see as well that Poppy did the same thing, no? That, like, she was very aware that Noe wasn't with it, Noe wasn't feeling it, blah, 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 and she still decided to initiate sex anyway.
Happened. So she was kind of out of commission, because a lot of you might be going, how did Xena let Poppy go through with this? There were health issues there. So...
Dude, I don't really understand this at all because, like, her health issue was a migraine. If my wife was about to get fucking raped and I was like, sorry, babe, I have a headache, you're just gonna have to take one for the team. Like, if this was like this dire fucking, you know, circumstance, life, death, or rape, and it's like, I got a headache. Sorry, you're just gonna have to take it this time. Xena was having a migraine, you guys. She couldn't save her.
No new. Let me check the page on this so I am certain, because I know that the people who are ready to pounce on me with hate are going to go, you were wrong. So,
you already were, like, on everything, but that's okay.
I shifted some of the... I'm getting the, here we go.
There we go. I'm ready.
Here we go. I'm going to show you guys the moment. Okay, here we go.
Courtney, I'm sorry, Queen. I haven't really been reading chat. I like to read the chat after I'm done watching everything. I think Xena uses they them, I think. I'm going to shortly. Oh, I thought you said you were going to go. Never mind. Fuck you, I'll pay attention to you in a minute. Like everybody else, you don't get special treatment.
Here we go. If I give this trip a chance and it changes nothing for me, that will only make it worse. Xena, what am I even arguing with here? Nothing can get worse from here. I mean, if I give her hope from this trip, If I give her hope from this trip and nothing changes, how can they not make it worse? There's a lot of, she goes on, there's a lot of emotional prep work, so.
Again, how can you read this any other way? It's like, yeah, obviously it's going to make it way fucking worse if we, like, hang out and I'm like, actually, I dislike you just as much as I did before we met in real life.
If the trip goes well, cool, we hang out, you hang out as much as you want. No talk of sex here. No talk of sex.
You're right, it's all right here. It's all right here, the week before. Oh my god, please. If we only fuck one time, I'll kill myself. Please, it'll be such a waste. I just want you to fuck me so bad. I just want to spend the whole weekend fucking. Gotta read all the docs, babe. Before you come out with your hit piece, you gotta read all the docs, babe. Come on. Gotta be on the lore.
Okay. They love you. They genuinely want to be happy with you too. Yada, yada, yada. I don't say a lot. She says we can try. Okay. But she says, if the trip goes well, cool. If it doesn't, you go home and do whatever you want, and we'll just keep hanging at the hotel the rest of the time. I would just rather know that at least we tried. That is not talking about sex. That is talking about hanging out.
Xena and Noe were never gonna fuck. Xena, like, doesn't fuck. Isn't Xena, like, asexual? Xena is the Sneeko of this relationship. The cuck chair in the hotel was put there for Xena. Like, Xena wasn't gonna fuck, no? Out of every single shred of evidence that I've read about this, and trust me, you guys, I've read a lot, never was it implied or stated that Xena was going to be anywhere than in the cuck chair, okay? She was in the Sneeko seat for the duration of the weekend, okay?
Hanging out. And
excuse me, they were in the Sneeko seat. I apologize.
Says we can try. That is not clear that she's breaking up.
I keep thinking of, like, Xenon Warrior Princess. I know that's not the same thing, but my brain is doing, like, this synapse connection where every time I say it, I think of Warrior Princess, and I, like, cannot turn that off. I don't know why. It won't go away.
No, okay, it's entirely your choice. I just want to be clear on that. How do you want me to handle things from here? Now, at that point, No could have said, no, it's not worth the risk. I think there's a low chance of this working. Just, it's over. I don't know. We can try the trip. I'm really, really tired and worn out. Go.
I'm really, really tired and worn out. So this is at 4:24. Around this time, 4:24 is when these messages are. Around this time, shortly after. So 4:25, 4:24. A little bit later, you can just see that, like, she's, like, Noe just isn't fucking with it. Like, you still want me? I don't know. I don't want to think. I know. Sorry. Hugs. No. I don't know. I wanted to check in with you. Managing. Yeah, of course. Hope so. Like, we can just see that we're, like, not with it at all. Like, within the span of the big fight here with Poppy, where it's like, I'm not coming to see you. Like, we're all done. Like, right here. It's fucking over. Like, we love you. We're fighting for this. You fucking posted that shit with Amy. Fuck off. Like, listen, I've tried. Have you repeatedly? You fucking posted that shit from Amy. Fuck off. That isn't try. No, we love you. We're fighting for this. It's fucking over. No, wait, just kidding, please. I'm sorry. I didn't be so mean. And then immediately after, it's like, just so you know, I'm not coming. Like, again, unless you read these backwards, I don't know how you get this perspective. I just don't know.
Sleep. Check in when you're awake again. I'll get us ready here. Where's the coercion? I ask you, where's the coercion there?
I don't know, the, like, 15 hours of, like, browbeating and, like, so this is 7 hours worth of shit. 9:30 to 4, and then all fucking night, it's browbeating. Like, that's what it is. I mean, again, if you read these any other way, I don't know how you could not perceive it that way. Where it's like, we go nuclear in every single possible instance as soon as we get something that we don't like. Like, you can see here that Poppy is, like, ready to fight. Like, she's like, stop, please listen. I know you're upset. Like, you're being scared. Like, it's gonna get better. Like, fuck, like, you fucking posted this shit. And then Noe's like, fuck off, I'm done. And then it's like, no, wait, bro, slam on the brakes. Like, it's very obviously emotionally manipulative. It's doing everything to try and get Noe to stay, which is, you know, a symptom of the BPD. But remember, the BPD cannot harm Poppy. It can only harm... No, I'm sorry. The BPD cannot harm others. It can only harm Poppy. You know, it's like friendly fire BPD, essentially.
No fucking shit. Where's the coercion? That's entirely your choice. How do you want me to handle things? I've got this. I will handle Poppy if you want. Okay? No.
Again, you don't have to rob the bank. It's your choice. You know, it's a free country. You can do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know that in, 3 hours, the bomb collar you have on is going to explode. You can do whatever you want, though. It's a free country. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not forcing you, but...
Says we can try. No talk of sex. After that, no saying if the trip itself doesn't work out, then it'll be bad. She knew it was going to be bad. She decided to have sex with somebody with BPD when she was a
That the person with BPD initiated knowing full and well how the person previously like felt about them, and then within that as well, the person is asexual. Like, let's put this all together into a nice humble pie for us to sit down and eat together. Okay, Noe didn't want to fuck. Okay, Noe is asexual. Noe was not interested in having sex with Poppy. Poppy initiated sex with Noe as an attempt to emotionally bond with her to get her to stay. Because remember, like we talked about earlier extensively, Poppy was in crisis BPD management mode where she was trying to maintain the relationship by any means necessary. She had sex with somebody who had BPD. Okay, then call the police. Can people with BPD like consent to sex or not? Okay, because like, what? Let's play this out another way. What do you think would have happened if Poppy was like, "It's time," and then like came in for the kiss, and Noah was like, "No, I don't want to have sex." How do you think that would have gone? How do you think that would have gone? Well, I don't know. Given the track record of Poppy like throwing herself on the fucking ground and screaming and crying and like begging, like, "Please, if you leave me, I'm gonna fucking kill myself." Do you think that that would go well? After being browbeat for like a whole fucking 2 days to come down and see her, do you think that like it would have been probably in the cards to just be like, "No, I don't want to fuck," or is it like, "I know this is something that's important to you, like I'll do it, whatever." Again, if I had to time travel back and I had to guess, if I had to pick one person in this situation, a single person that was raper and rapee, I would pick Noe to be the rapee, not the raper, right? Like, I don't know how you can read it any other way. I really, truly don't. I really don't. It's very, very interesting to me.
I was afraid even the hangouts would make things worse. Maybe she thought in some magical world she could go completely against reason and psychology and still get a good result, but logic...
Only reason? How do you reasonably deal with somebody who is having a literal break from reality? Like, there isn't a reasonable response. Like, and we know this to be true based on Poppy's behavior. The only reasonable response that exists for Poppy is total and utter concession in every single instance. And that itself is not rational or reasonable. Logic would tell you, literally, like, honest to God, logic would tell anybody, just put your head down and just, like, fucking wait until this is over. This is unbelievable. I can't believe that I have to do this. That's what logic would tell me, right?
She knew. She knew that it would destroy Poppy. Not before the sex, it was going to be bad. With sex, Poppy...
Then Poppy shouldn't have initiated it. If Poppy requires Noe to be so acutely aware of her BPD and quite literally manage it for her, do you not think that Poppy would have known better than to initiate sex? If Noe is the keeper of the mentally ill, she has the key. She can lock the gate at any moment. Is it not fair for Poppy to hold herself to the same level of account, or is she too mentally ill to do so? Right? Like, interesting question.
He talked about in the It's Not Therapy interview that this was the first time she'd had penetrative sex since her gender-affirming surgery, bottom surgery. So she was essentially a virgin.
I hate this rhetoric. This is a personal ick. There is something that is just like very off-putting to me when people are like, the first time that I have sex after I have bottom surgery, I'm basically a virgin. And maybe that's the Catholic in me, or maybe that's the person who hates the idea of like virginity being like this holy sacred thing that you share with like one person. I don't know. The whole thing is just very off-putting to me. But let's just pretend like for Poppy's sake that this was this really special and intimate act, and whatever's special and intimate to you, free country, God willing, do whatever you want. However, the onus is one on you to communicate that to the other person, and then two, if it's something that's important, that's so important to you, you need to safeguard appropriately. And I'm not saying like, you're walking home, late at night in a dark alley and someone like grabs you and throws you to the ground and like rapes you or whatever. Not in that sense, but like, if you are wanting to give your virginity to someone, as a full-grown fucking adult, somebody who's like 42 years old, who's ran around the rat race multiple times before with many different Discord kittens of varying degrees of mental illness, you should probably make a pretty selective choice about who you want to give that to, right? Maybe not the Discord kitten that you were dating for literally 4 months online. Maybe you should save that for a little bit more of an intimate relationship. But I think we all know, because everybody here has more than 6 brain cells, I hope and I pray, I think that we all know that Poppy weaponized that to get Noe to sleep with her, to kind of hold that over her, where it's like, I gave this to you. This was such a special, like, unique experience that I gave to you. Like, it's almost like she wanted to have sex with Noe so she could hold that over her head, right? That's what it feels like to me.
So, I don't know. Yes, big passionate moment. I want you, I love you, all that stuff. And the next day, nope, it's not working out.
Also, can I win a game of solitaire, please? Hello?
Anyone in their right minds knows that's going to destroy the person whose virginity you just took.
Well, then make better choices with who you fucking sleep with. Don't save your most precious, like, adult sexual experience for somebody that you've been dating on Discord for 4 months and have never met in real life. Just a thought.
And they are going to feel violated.
Especially, caveat, hang on, especially when that person broke up with you less than, like, 24 hours before.
They are going to feel...
I have this very special gift to give you. It's my virginity. It's like, I literally dumped you less than 24 hours ago. I know, but I just love you so much. Hello?
Lied to. Because the whole purpose of this trip was to try...
42-year-old virgin is going to be the thumbnail for this one, dude.
Try to salvage the relationship. So Poppy's going in here in must please no or I'm going to lose her mode.
See, so we're acutely aware of it. Like, Poppy is doing her BPD spiral. She's doing everything she can to save and maintain the relationship, including willingly doing this, right? Even if you do something out of an act of desperation in this instance, like, that doesn't mean that it was non-consensual because she did want to sleep with her. Like, she did want to have this experience with her. Like, we're just convoluting all this shit into, like, one big, mushy, disgusting, brown puddle of fucking goop.
And then the day after the sex... No goes, no, not just I'm breaking up with you. Apparently it was, I'm breaking up with you and I'm choosing this other partner of mine instead. Apparently there were two people.
Who cares? That doesn't mean that you were assaulted. If I find out that my wife has been stepping out on me with Chad, okay, and she's like, Malcolm, I don't love you anymore. It's just not working out anymore. I don't want to be married to you anymore. And I say, my queen. And, you know, I get all upset about it or whatever. And then she goes, I'm leaving you for Chad because he's taller than you. I'm not like, where's my rape whistle? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
People she was possibly going to go live with. So not only did Poppy get dumped, she got dumped in favor of somebody else. That's going to destroy a person with BPD. It just is. It just is. But part 3.
I'm very sorry, Queen, but, like, getting broken up with is a human experience, okay? And getting left for somebody else is a human experience. Anybody who is dating, never mind dating multiple people at one time, you're going to get left for another person at some point in your life, and that is all part of the human experience. It sucks, and I do not disagree that, like, for people with borderline personality disorder, that can be a pretty big life event, that can be very emotionally charged, that can be very difficult to deal with. I totally understand all of that. However, that doesn't mean that you are immune from that happening to you because you're mentally ill. It's going to happen regardless.
Okay, the third major thing. No did lie about her intentions leading up to the sex. Poppy's consent was given because she was deceived. Therefore, it doesn't matter if Poppy initiated. A lot has been made about Poppy by Poppy's own words. Poppy initiated sex, she's the abuser. It's in the conclusion of the document. Okay.
Yeah, so Poppy initiated sex. Noe, asexual, said on multiple occasions on record, I'm not really interested in having sex, but it's something that I will do for you because I know it's something that is really important to you. So Poppy initiates sex. Now he's like, okay, we can have sex. After they have sex, she's like, you know, I don't really want to date you. Like I said before I even came down here, that is not tantamount to rape.
Noah Flake is a victim of psychological emotional abuse by 2 people who have a history of inflicting the same onto others, including their own adult child. There's actually no evidence of the adult child stuff in this document. Poppy pressured a dissociated, upset, and vulnerable No into recanting the breakup so Poppy could visit and initiate sex with her. As you see, that conversation didn't actually happen between Poppy and No. It happened between Xena and No. So that's wrong. That's just factually false. Okay.
My brain is just like soup right now. Like, I don't have anything to say other than I don't think this lady even read the document.
Okay. Noah Flake placated Poppy until it was too much to bear and broke up for the final time, to which Poppy has retaliated by painting her as a rapist. Noah Flake was promised that she could walk away if it didn't work out. Now she's being defamed, abused even further, not only by ZMP, but the community they've weaponized.
Yep.
Okay. You saw the conditions that No Flake was promised she could walk away. No sex.
Okay, this is abusive. This is manipulative, and this is what pisses me off. There are no contingencies for you leaving a relationship. There is not one. There is no reason that you are obligated to date, sleep with, fuck, or marry another person. You can leave for whatever fucking reason that you want to. And to pretend otherwise is abusive and is manipulative. People like this are scary. People like this genuinely scare me. I know I got some feedback earlier, you know. I know that this is kind of like funny and memey and we're like joking and we're making fun of like the ET in the background and stuff like that. These are real human beings that these people have control over, talk to, are friends with, have manipulated, and have hurt. People like this are genuinely fucking terrifying, dude. The idea that your relationship is a contingency of some sorts, and that you have to do X, Y, and Z before you can leave a relationship. That there are conditions where you are allowed to leave a relationship. That's scary. That's like actually fucking crazy shit. Like that is like you should be on a watch list kind of shit. There is in no world do you owe anyone any explanation other than I don't want to do this. Sexually, romantically, friendship-wise, you don't owe anybody anything. There's no, you promised me you would do blah, 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 therefore you can't break up with me. That's fucked up. There is no circumstance under the sun where it's like, you have to be in this relationship with me because of X, Y, and Z. That's fucking crazy, dude. That is actually what abusers do. That is actually what manipulators do. This is scary. This lady, the crazy eyes were true. I got a good eye for the crazy eyes, you guys, and I saw them glaring at me through those little yellow tinted glasses like the snake eyes from the basilisk underneath the sink in Slytherin's bathroom. I saw them and I felt fear, and I am vindicated.
This was on the table then. She added a element to things. It was not part of the conversation between her and Xena. It was clearly just hangouts, right? No Flake.
Can I please win a game of solitaire? Can I please win a game of solitaire? Please, 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 please.
Placated Poppy. No Flake placated Poppy. Right here. Okay? That's a fancy way of saying No Flake lied. By the words of this document. We see in No Flake's conversations with Xena, she knew the longer she stretched it out.
Lying is not rape. Lying is not abuse. I don't believe that she lied. But even if I did, that doesn't make her a rapist.
If this trip happened, if she gave Poppy hope, and then it didn't change, it would make it so much worse. So by saying that Poppy is retaliating because borderline person gonna borderline, that is taking no responsibility for this.
Poppy is a full-grown fucking adult, significantly more of an adult and older than Noe Flake is. How come Poppy doesn't have to take any fucking responsibility? Poppy's just too mentally ill she's too mentally ill. Have Poppy take some fucking responsibility for once. How about that?
Being a predictable outcome. Period. End of story. It is taking no responsibility for lying. No responsibility for lying leading up to the sex, lying about the sex, and there is, I am going to find it, the proof that No said I lied about the sex.
The proof is when Noe Flake said, I lied about the sex stuff because I literally just wanted to leave the hotel, was basically it. So we've read this a million times, you guys. Quick TLDR. She's going to show the screenshot on here anyway, here in a second. But so basically what happens, Noe's like, I'm breaking up with you. I don't want to date you anymore. Poppy throws herself to the floor, kicking, screaming, crying, pissing, coming. She confesses in her interview with Leanna Kersner that this is something that she did, that she threw herself on the ground and was freaking the fuck out and crying and shitting and pissing and coming. And Noe was finally like, she goes, did you just have sex with me to like test your feelings just to see if it was a litmus test? And Noe said, okay, fine, whatever. It was a litmus test. Can I please leave the fucking hotel? Goodbye. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. God damn it. Fuck. That's it. I'm getting a divorce right now. I'm getting a divorce right now, bro. Okay, I can't believe I just got like fucking one-guyed by my own wife. Can you guys believe that? Anyway.
Stuff. Okay, that's the last thing I'm going to show because that's something, again, remember, this is Melina and No's evidence. Okay, this is not Poppy's side. This is the evidence presented by the people saying Poppy is abusive. So there's a big text dump here. So I'm trying to see it. And it's a little hard to find. Let me look up my notes. There's so much here. I think I've summarized this pretty well.
I think that you did not summarize it well at all.
Oh yeah, the tweet that they dragged me and they used one of my tweets, which I don't appreciate. That's on page 222. So it is 12:27, 8:06 a.m. I probably zoomed right past it. This is
Did she not decide? Could she not edit this at all? When I download my VODs and I chop them up to make segments, like I will edit out where I'm looking for stuff. Could she not? Was she not able to do that?
Really easy to lose stuff. or is it 10, going backwards? A lot of this stuff never should have seen the light of day. This is just embarrassing for everyone involved. And here we go. Here we go. Okay, right here, I lied about the sex.
Yeah, I lied about the sex stuff. Truly sorry for doing so. You were initiating, and in my mind, I still did have feelings for you. I wanted to make you happy. I'm not blaming you for the record. I genuinely cared and wanted to make you feel amazing during that. The next day, my head started to clear up more as Zuzi wanting to leave, myself having time to think and see how I was reacting to you and the issues coming back. I realized my feelings weren't there anymore. I had a lot of thoughts of why am I even bothering? This was a mistake. I tried to force myself to love you, but I couldn't find it. I'm so sorry. I didn't know how I could possibly make things better, even to just be friends. I don't know how I could possibly make up for the shit that I put you through. So none of this is admission of like rape or sexual assault or anything. It's just like, you know, after I had time to process my feelings, like you should have let me like do in the first place. I decided, yeah, I still don't want to fucking date you. Again, you are not entitled to a relationship with anybody. You can break up with anybody for any reason, anytime, anywhere, any place. For whatever reason you fucking want. And anybody that tells you otherwise is fucking psychotic and should be institutionalized and kept away from the general population.
Stuff. I'm truly sorry for doing so. You were initiating it in my mind. I did still have feelings for you. I wanted to make you happy. I'm not blaming you for the record. I genuinely cared and wanted to make you feel amazing during that. The next day, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of bullshit of I wanted to make you feel amazing. That is taking this short term, I want to be sex goddess, I want to be desirable, and having that.
Poppy is the most porn-brained, sex-obsessed human being I've ever seen in my entire life. You can see in the logs here that Noe's like, I don't want to fuck nearly as much as you do, and I'm scared that's going to disappoint you. And Poppy's like, how can you be asexual? It makes me feel not hot because you don't want to fuck me all the time. Like, how can you... She literally just said, the reason that I fucked you is because I knew that it was important to you. I wanted to be a sex goddess. Way to tell everybody you're a bad lay. What the fuck?
Overwrite the, I know this will be bad if I do this and I'm not sure. And the only way you get Poppy abused No is if when Poppy does not have BPD. No had no...
You can never abuse somebody. Like, somebody with BPD can never be abusive, you guys. They're always the abusee. Somebody with BPD is perpetually the victim. Like...
no idea that Poppy was going to react this way had she proceeded the way she did. Neither of this is true, okay? You take a person who is terrified of being abandoned. You deepen the relationship. And then you abandon them maybe 12 hours later? This is why I remember...
Is it not conceptual that she just didn't feel the same way as she did when she went down there? She's like, oh, my feelings changed. Rapist, your feelings changed. Like, grow up, dude. You guys are all like turbo virgins. You're not entitled to a fucking relationship with anybody. People can break up with you for whatever reason they fucking want. Like, grow up.
Remember I said off the top, a whole bunch of people are just freaking out over the word rape? Let's take that off the table if you want.
Okay, let's take it off the table.
Really shitty behavior.
You can say it's shitty. Nobody would be mad if Poppy was like the way that, in my opinion, the way that I was treated in my relationship with Noe Flake was really shitty. People would be like, okay, feel however you want. Like, I personally don't think it was that big of a deal, but if you think it's shitty, whatever. She escalated this to saying that she was raped. Like, that is the issue. How is this lady this fucking stupid? How is she this fucking dumb? That's the entire issue. No one would have cared if it was just like, oh, this was a shitty breakup and I feel like my ex treated me like shit. But that's not what fucking happened at all. They had a shitty breakup and you said my ex is a rapist. Do you not see the issue here? Dead ass. Does she really not see the issue here?
That is irresponsible. That is knowingly pushing a person with a diagnosed mental illness who has been very clear about what that means. Her fiance has been very clear about what that means.
Then maybe Xena should just keep her on a leash and keep her locked inside like fucking Rapunzel so she can stop emotionally self-harming with all the Discord kittens. Because it sounds like at this point that's what she fucking needs. It sounds like Poppy needs a full-time fucking caretaker because she can't even consent to sex without it being like horrible, manipulative, evil abuse. Like, okay, cool. Let's get Xena. Xena doesn't even have to get a job. She can get her little caretaker check once a month in the fucking mail for being Poppy's guardian. Because Poppy just cannot possibly engage in any kind of adult behavior because she's so severely mentally ill, she can't even understand the basic concept of consent. What?
Pushing her into a crisis, knowingly. And you're upset that she used the word sexual assault. She said another person called it rape.
Wait, hang on.
Her fiance has been very clear about what that means. You are pushing her into a crisis, knowingly. And you're upset that she used the word sexual assault.
Yeah, I'm really upset that, like, even if somebody was kind of shitty to somebody who's mentally ill, you don't get to turn around and call that person a sexual assaulter or a rapist. Yeah, that is actually really fucking disgusting. Do you not? Do you not think it's disgusting to slap everybody who disagrees with you or pisses you off or makes you upset or uncomfortable a rapist? You don't think that's a problem? Really?
She said another person called it rape. I saw the tweet where Poppy said...
Actually, that's funny. Just clarification, I don't know if Poppy ever tweeted it was, quote, rape, but they absolutely had an article pinned to their profile where they call Noe a rapist on the thumbnail for the article. So yes, they absolutely implying it was criminal. Otherwise, they wouldn't have stood behind the article. One, that article is repinned on Poppy's profile right now. It's a picture of Noe Flake with a rapist in the Grand Theft Auto font on it. She's doing it right now. And then Poppy says, at some point, I let go of the distinction because calling it sexual assault caused the focus to be on semantics. So... not only in this document as well, I'll get this one up too, because unlike this Liana bitch, I actually have read all of these fucking logs. I've read all the articles. She says in here specifically that the reason that she uses the term rape is because it gets more people to, like, pay attention to it. She says that she doesn't care about the distinction. She not only says that she doesn't care about the distinction here, in this comment, in the video that Liana just made, she says it in these logs too. So let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get that. Poppy says, I wish you could too. Do you really think what she did to me was somewhere in the ballpark similar to rape? Yes, unquestionably. And then we have some more of these. Poppy adds to her Discord bio. I guess I get to add SA survivor to my resume of trauma. We're talking about the consent model. Consent model of fries. Poppy says, wait, she's talking about when I went down on her. So here at the beginning we say, so 1226, we say, I still feel used. Important first or forever robbed me. At least I learned that sucking girl dick is something I'm apparently good at, and I'm okay at it. I need to work on that skill tree. Then Poppy says that Noe was face fucking her so hard she couldn't even say no. And then we come on down here. Twitter blows up. Poppy doxes her name, victims of sexual assault, says that people are defending her rapist in all of these logs, and so on and so forth. Where is the one that I'm looking for? A reminder that @NoeFlake raped me, and then tried to defend herself by making up a false counterclaim claiming she was asexual. A reminder that @NoeFlake raped me. I am thankful for those who speak up, but very few do. You know, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't consent because of my BPD. Okay, here we go. Poppy says, the narrative never changed, not once. I only got my ground as a therapist. My original claim of sexual assault via deception is still valid. The only difference is that I realized the event mirrored my CSA history, and because of the relationship hanging on by a thread, and I wouldn't have said no because of BPD. In other words, I could not have consented in the first place. As far as SA versus rape, because social media decided to argue the validity of my assault, I stopped trying to be accurate with my language because it was confusing things, and just went with a stronger term. That isn't an inconsistency. That is a language change. So she says right here, there's a difference between sexual assault and rape, but I choose to use rape because it's the stronger word. All right. So anyway, okay.
I am not saying this is criminal, like legal rape. It is sexual assault by deception.
It's not legal rape. Sexual assault by deception is still legal rape in many places, but you guys, it's not legal rape. It's philosophical rape.
The facts fit that. Placated
they don't.
Means lied. I really tried, you know.
Placating means lying. That's a take.
You were initiating, and in my mind, I did still have feelings for you. Doesn't matter when you dump her the next day. And she pretty much said...
oh no, her feelings changed.
You know, I realized my feelings weren't there anymore the next day. Okay. No's feelings matter. Poppy's feelings matter too. And Poppy's feelings just didn't matter to No.
Why can you say this one way but not the other? Noe's feelings don't matter? She's not allowed to break up with somebody because she doesn't feel like she wants to be with them anymore? What the fuck are you smoking right now, dude?
In that point. I don't know what really happened there. Apparently there's a lot of begging that No and Melina claim. She physically restrained No from leaving. No, she was on her knees begging her to stay. Like, this is not
how embarrassing.
A calculated attempt to lure someone in. This is a desperate person trying to save a relationship.
Yeah, a desperate person manipulating somebody to get what they want.
Going forward, yeah, absolutely, and we are working on that. But to paint her as an abuser.
None of this would have happened if Poppy just fucking left Noe alone. For the record, this is like kind of the TLDR of every single fucking drama around this. This wouldn't have happened if you would have just left everybody the fuck alone. Like, we just cannot learn this lesson for some reason.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Good question.
Again,
ask yourself that, bud.
Again, the 3 main points. The only 3 things that matter. Everything else is gloss. Lied to Poppy and cheated on Poppy with Amy. Now,
There's no evidence that she cheated on Poppy with Amy. There's no evidence of that. And even if she did cheat, that might be a shitty thing to do. That doesn't make her an abuser, and it doesn't make her a rapist.
Be minor cheating, but it's still cheating. No knew that if she went through with the trip, then dumped Poppy, it would make things so much worse. Her own words, you saw it.
Oh, I know. But she still wanted to try. Okay? After being browbeat for like 2 fucking days, she said, you know, I'm willing to still give it a try. It's not her fault. She can't force herself to want to stay with Poppy. She tried it, and she didn't like it, and she didn't feel it. Okay, what's next?
And lied about her feelings and intentions leading up to sex. I don't buy. In my mind, I still cared about you. You don't love someone 1 minute and then not love them again the next day.
I mean, you absolutely can. If my wife shot my dog in front of me, I probably loved her up until the second that she pulled the trigger. And after that, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Get the fuck out of my house. I'm calling the cops. Right? Like, yes, you can absolutely love someone 1 minute and then have that change. You can have an experience with somebody that alters the way that you feel about them. Absolutely. That is 100% true. Have any of these people ever been in a fucking relationship before?
That is an excuse. If she's claiming, if Melina is advocating for no and saying she placated Poppy, that means she lied.
That's not what placating means. Open a dictionary. Read a book. Placating means, like, satisfying somebody else's wants to, like, save your own ass. She didn't want to deal with a Poppy meltdown. She didn't want to fucking listen to Poppy scream and cry for, like, 2 fucking hours. And, you know, I don't blame her in one bit. I'm just kind of going with the flow because I don't want to deal with the bullshit. You can call that lying. If you're, like, dumb, I guess, but fuck.
Meaning Poppy's consent was given because she was deceived. Therefore, it doesn't matter who initiated. It was based on lies. And Poppy, you might not like her word choices, but she's telling the fucking truth.
She's literally not. But, I mean, again, everyone that has eyes and has actually read the documents can see very clearly that it was her that was in the wrong. That's why there's this big, like, Slaughterhouse-5, like, bullshit going down right now. It's not because everybody hates Poppy and Poppy's the ultimate victim and blah, 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 and everybody hates trans people. It's just that anybody that has, like, any, like, experience actually dating people, being in relationships, any social skills, like, beyond that of a 3rd grader, can see very clearly what this is.
No's own version of events. These chat logs came from No, and Melina claimed in place she has everything. She better delete that because there's non-consensual intimate images being translated there. Get rid of that all. But
you know, you can just, like, scrub the messages, right? Like, if I get in a fight with somebody and say that they just sent me nudes or whatever, I can just, like, scrub that picture and send screenshots of the fight. Like, I highly doubt that she sent it with all the fucking nudes on there. Like, you guys are so weird and porn-brained.
Those are the only 3 things that matter, folks. All the other stuff,
all the incriminating evidence, every example of her being manipulative and controlling, every example of her lying and gaslighting, all of it is irrelevant, you guys. Only this, only this, only this.
High drama. Oh, this, that. No, yes, no. It doesn't matter. These are adults. Both well into adulthood.
Very true.
Lying.
So Poppy should know better. Well into adulthood. Poppy's older. Poppy's the older one in this relationship. You're right. She should know better. I agree.
Matters. Cheating matters. Cheating is abuse.
Cheating is not. Fuck it. What do you guys think abuse is? What do you guys think abuse is? I swear to God, these people would think that if somebody, like, screamed at them at, like, a McDonald's that they were fucking abused. Like, can you guys use a different word? Oh my God.
Lying when sex is on the line is abusive. If you argue either of those points, you're just wrong. No's own words. I lied about the sex stuff. We can nitpick to death how Poppy handled it. I'm not a fan of putting my life on Twitter, but it doesn't change the fact. Style points aside, that's subjective. Objectively, Poppy is telling the truth. Objectively,
she's not. She not only lied to you, Liana, my queen, Not only did Poppy lie to you, she banked on you not reading any of these additional documents. She banked on you not going through and reading this fucking gooner, horny posting slop about how she would be so disappointed and so pissed and just so ass mad if Noe didn't fuck her more than once when they went to hang out. You got bamboozled, Chief. Real good.
She's telling the truth, and Melina's document proves it. Period. End of story. Okay, new people, welcome. Old people, thank you for indulging me. I think you realize now why I would feel very strongly with this. Stalker Chan shit aside, I don't like liars, and I don't like manipulators, and I don't like people.
Then you must not like Poppy very much at all.
People dumping things on the internet to embarrass a woman into shutting her up when she's telling the fucking truth. See you next time.
Wow, I took so many hits of psychic damage, you guys. I feel like I was assaulted. Like, I've never seen a better advertisement for boxed wine, honestly. Like, did she just get up and, like, chug a bottle of fucking wine and then record this video? That was the hardest thing I've ever listened to. I just truly, fundamentally don't understand, like, how these people function as adults in the real world. I really, truly don't. Like, not everything that maligns you is abuse. Not everything that hurts your feelings or upsets you or makes you uncomfortable is rape or sexual assault. Like, I just don't understand how you can live as a human being when this is your perspective on the world. That every single thing makes you a perpetual victim. I don't understand. It's so juvenile and it's so immature. It's such like a fractured way of looking at the world. And it's so embarrassing to project that onto other people as well. I couldn't imagine living that way. I really, really couldn't, because it's like, you have to own your own shit at some point. At some point, the buck stops. At some point, your choices are your responsibility. Your behaviors are yours to manage. Life isn't something that happens to you, okay? You are not the perpetual victim, always, okay? Life just kind of happens, and you're just there, and sometimes shitty shit happens to you. And sometimes it doesn't. You are not the main character. You are not the only fucking person alive in the world. Like, you have to take ownership of your behavior. You have to start understanding that, like, life isn't something that happens to you. Life just happens. Not everything is personal. Not everything is, intentionally meant to hurt your feelings or assault you or abuse you or rape you. Sometimes shit just happens. Sometimes people's priorities change. Sometimes people grow apart. Sometimes people feel differently about the person that they used to care a lot about. That is a part of life. And at some point, you have to stop crying. Mental illness, fucking BPD, fucking PTSD. It's like, everybody has issues, dog. I don't dick measure on the internet. I don't believe in that shit. I'm not gonna open my heart and spill out my guts and the worst fucking traumatic shit that's ever fucking happened to me in my life to get you guys to feel sorry for me and think that I'm some kind of authority on this situation. Everybody has horrible shit happen to them. Everybody has something that they wish they could change about themselves, about their life. Everybody has this shit. You are not unique. The people that thrive and that actually do well in life and are the most adaptive are people who can weather crisis. That determines your character. Your ability to understand life is something that is going to continue to happen, is something that does not happen to you, that you have control, that you are the person who is in charge of your behaviors and your actions. Those are people who are successful in life, who have fulfilling relationships, that have fulfilling careers, that are happy, that are stable, that are emotionally well. When you roll over and play victim to every circumstance in life, and woe is me, and woe is this, and woe is that, and all I'm going to do is make excuses and shit and piss and cry and come, you are a failure. Because you refuse to see the world as it is. You refuse to perceive reality. Because the reality is, you're this big on a vast landscape of the fucking galaxy, okay? We are on a rock that's hurling 200 bazillion miles per hour through space, and every single one of us is gonna die. You're not special, okay? You're not the fucking main character. The person that looked at you sideways on the bus didn't just eye rape you. The person who broke up with you doesn't have a vendetta against you and is about to come out and fucking kill your family, okay? You don't have gang stalkers. You have schizophrenia, okay? People, you guys have to understand that there is such a clinical level of mental illness, delusion, and derangement that comes from people who can only see themselves through the prism of victimhood and use that victimhood to guide their principles and help them navigate their life, because they will never take accountability. They will never understand that their behavior is entirely within their control, and they will continue to use that as a shield to hide from criticism, to use their other hand to beat others down and take advantage of them and suck them into their narcissistic bubble of fucking despair and distraughtness, okay? People like this are cancer. People like this are fucking terrifying. People that tell you that your relationships are contingent on behaviors, those people need to be on a watch list. Those are the rapers and the molesters that you need to be afraid of, okay? The people that are coming out to defend Poppy are honestly some of the most maladapted, poorly adjusted, socially unaware shrews that I have ever seen in my entire life. I have no idea how any of these people have a job, how they go outside, how they drink water, how they order food at a restaurant, how they order Starbies. I don't know how any of these people have made it past the age of 25. If natural selection was real, you would have been dead a long time ago because you literally cannot handle any kind of disagreement, conflict, or people pushing back on you or holding you accountable, okay? Everything in life, every single thing that you do, you have control over. Everything that you do, every reaction that you have, every choice that you make, every word that you speak, every way that you treat another person, every interaction that you have a choice in. And teaching people weaponized incompetence and learned helplessness to say you're so mentally ill, you can treat people however the fuck you want, hands off, doesn't matter, because bad things happen to you. Bad things happen to everybody, okay? Bad things happen to fucking everybody. Grow up. Grow up. And Poppy has a fucking master's degree in psychology. This is 101 level shit, dude. This is like fucking day one of your fucking college, like community college fucking entry psychology course, okay? There's no reason that this is new information to her. And that's why I believe that she does it intentionally. That's why I believe that she is malicious in it. It's not that she's just mentally ill and she has like poorly managed like borderline or whatever, or yeah, borderline personality disorder. That's why I think it's malicious, because she, out of every single person here, knows better. Who here has the master's degree? Who here is the therapist? You should know better. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to me, you guys. Unbelievable.